I am here with Jon McPherson, a winemaker at South Coast Winery in Carter Estate. Good morning, Jon.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
What's going on in this strange, different time? What's happening at the winery?
Well, we're trying to just maintain everything in the cellar and take care of the wines that we've got. We have I think a fairly big harvest coming. It looks very promising. Obviously, the rains this past April have been a bountiful help in respect to giving the vines a nice drink of water during their dormancy, but everything's coming out. I think we've got a lot of growth this year. So our big thing right now, we're trying to maintain shoot thinning and doing some cluster thinning, obviously, in the vineyards. Everybody's, I think, kind of concerned about where sales are and production levels, just because you don't want to have a huge crop and then have no sales and any place to put the wine. So right now for us, we're trying to get tanks emptied and get ready for harvest. So bottling and barrel work is still going on here at the winery. My cellar crew, we all are staying safe and pretty much just practicing home and coming to work and going home. So not doing any extracurricular activities to put ourselves at exposure or anything, but we're taking care of ourselves in the cellar, wearing masks and practicing distancing and all, and just trying to be smart and cognizant about sanitation and everything, so that we don't get one another sick, nor do we compromise our wine. So right now we're just towards the tail end of a big bottling season. We still have about 40,000 gallons of wine to get put away, and then of course it'll be harvest. So right now that's kind of where we're at.
Well, like Bill Wilson said the other day, he said the vines don't know about coronavirus, the bottles don't know, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Well, he's exactly right. We just Mother Nature keeps moving forward, so either we get in line and get on with it, or I guess it'll be a problem if we don't, because the vines they don't know. So
and they look gorgeous. The vines look so healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing. We do have a lot of great growth. I think looking where we have been over the last few months and where we are today compared to last few years, I think we're probably looking at mid-August for a start for sure. I would think we'll process things for sparkling wine probably that first week in August. That's the way it looks right now, much like it was in 2019. We haven't had any real heat as of yet, so I don't think things are as far along as we saw maybe in 16 and 17, but we'll see. It has a funny way of all evening out and everything catches up, and we watch our data over the years, and it's interesting. Only on outside years where we have some strange heat and crop levels are smaller or larger do you really see a big difference in harvest dates. But usually we're within 3 days to a week of the harvest date routinely on the same variety. So pick Chardonnay, we're usually harvesting that for table wine 20th through the 25th of August, and it's been like that for typically just over the years, every year, in and out. It's a day off here or 2 days off, but it's always within a few days of it. So I would estimate this year we're not too much different than that based on what I'm seeing. So
I heard from so many people that the 2019 harvest was just some exceptional fruit. Are you finding the same thing? Are you happy with how those wines are progressing?
I thought the 19s, especially on the white side, was very nice. Reds, possibly we cropped a little higher, and I think the quality was certainly very sound. It was just we had a little bit more than we had really anticipated. Things were up 10-15% in respect to yield. So you take a little bit and you spread 10-15% over 400 or 500 tons, and suddenly, you're up, 40, 50 tons quite easily, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up. And when you're trying to, find room in your tanks, having an extra few tons, that can make or break it when you only got so much room to put it.
Any closing thoughts, John?
No, I think, the community out there's been very supportive, drinking a lot of wine, and certainly, encourage everybody to enjoy a glass or two every day. I think it's one way to fight COVID, maybe.
There you go.
Better than bleach.
Absolutely. But you don't want to inject the wine either, right?
No, you do not. Just imbibe.